Okay, sign. So when you, yes, good. Because I was about to ask you to turn on your camera. Okay, great. So let's start.
Hello everyone. Today I will present a paper titled Artificial Intelligence Enable Project Management, a systematic literature review. So in this presentation, I will introduce the topic, show the main findings, and then present 2 key points and my comments. So the first one is why this topic? Um, Today, industry is moving forward 5.0, which focuses more on human-centered, sustainable, and resilient development. At the same time, AI is becoming more important and no longer just a theory, but a practical tool in data-driven world. But however, there is still a research gap. Although AI has a strong potential, there is no clear and systematic link between AI techniques and the PMBOK performance domains. And because of the previous issues, the objective of this paper is to study the roles of AI in project management by linking AI techniques with performance domains. The authors use a systematic literature review, which means they will collect data from this, this is Web of Science and Scopus from 2011 to 2022. And after screening, they selected 128 articles to dive deeper. And the papers provides several key findings here. From the result, we can see that AI is mainly applied in construction and IT because these projects require a lot of data to proceed. And secondly, it is mostly used in the planning domains. But however, AI is still rarely used in human-related domains such as team and stakeholders management. Thirdly, uh, machine learning is the dominant technique, followed up by fuzzy approach, and though deep learning has potential, but it is still underused in project management with 8%. And the final ones show that AI is strong in forecasting and also decision making, which can be said AI is mostly applied to prediction related tasks. Move to the next slide. This is my first key point. AI strongly supports planning. In the previous figures, the paper shows that planning is the most studied domain with 33% of papers. AI models such as SVM support vector machine and neural networks can improve project duration prediction and provide higher accuracy. And in addition, optimization methods like ACO and colony optimization and taboo search can improve research management. And in study 50 by Podolsky, taboo search reduce execution time by up to 50%. And my second key point is AI is still in an early stage of real adoption. Most of AI applications are still in research or experimental stage, and real company adoption is limited. And also, deep learning is still used less in this field, even though it has ability to process complex data. And the last one, human-related domains such as team and stakeholders are still under studies, considering that AI is still limited in human-related areas such as communication and leadership. So for my comment, I have three main points. The first one is there is a lack of research on data security and privacy in AI-based project management. However, the paper show that research data on security in AI-based project management is still missing. But I think when AI is used in project management, it also introduces risks related to data privacy. And if they are not properly protected, companies may be affected. The second one, AI may not replace project managers, but it may shift their role more toward leadership, ethics, and people management. Because in study 29 by Millers show that AI projects involve moral decision making and stakeholder concerns. It also requires clear procedures for using algorithms. And this suggests that human judgment is still an important even when AI is used. And the final list, the paper also suggests a future direction. Although there are some studies about AI in agile project management, the number is still very limited. So while agile is widely being used nowadays, AI should be researched more to assess it. So in conclusion, I can say that AI had a strong potential in project management, especially in planning and prediction. But however, real application is still limited. So more practical research in the future is needed. And thank you.
Okay, thank you, Zion. I have a few questions for you.
Yes.
Okay, and the other students, while you guys are listening today, this time, I will randomly call, or you may raise your hand to ask some questions. Okay, so please pay attention. So Zion, let's go to where you have the main finding and you have that pie chart. I would
Yes.
like you to kind of describe this, more clearly on each of them. Okay, see if you can explain a little bit better with this pie chart here. And also, actually, I was suggest you for any other student too that you do have the curse, the mouse, right? And you have the curse. So when you are, presenting, you should show us which
Uh,
one you are discussing.
okay.
Okay, so
Yes.
let's go to the first one. Can you kind of, just explain to me these four pie chart? What's the main finding for each one of them?
So I can say that the first one is the leading sectors, with construction and IT are the main fields using AI
Okay,
in project
so
management.
sorry for
Um,
interruption. Do you have
yes.
your cursor, the mouse? You
Yeah,
know
yeah.
where there is a little arrow?
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So can you just, yeah, kindly show that so people will know, right? Okay. So you're saying the first one, the pie chart actually mainly show which sector?
Uh, this this one we have construction and IT are the main fields that use AI most in their project management because construction and IT has a lot of data to process. So AI really do help and assist in their project management.
Okay, great. What about the next one?
The next one
What's
is
mm-hmm.
performance domains. And we can see that the result here is planning is the main primary focus with 33%, while measurement and uncertainty is follow up.
Okay,
So
in another word that you are sorry, not UI, but
yes,
AI it's used in helping the planning.
yes.
Okay. And what's the second one? Second highest in that case.
The second height is a measurement. It means
Oh,
that Uh,
go on.
it's based on the, I think it may link to the third figure here with the AI technique, with the ML, as known as machine learning with 40% here. So much machine learning is mostly used to predict the project duration and estimates the costs and delays. So it can be a very strong point in supporting the planning and measurement part in the performance domains.
Excellent. What about the last one?
The last one is the AI function. I can say that people or project manager usually use AI for forecasting and help them to make decision. So therefore, AI function here is mostly uh, come to forecasting and decision making.
Excellent. Okay. So Zion, I actually like this way of presenting. I think it's much more alive. Okay. So when you're doing it, you show the curves and then for each one.
Yes.
Okay. So great. Good job. So any other student would like to ask Zion for some question or presentation he just did? Anyone? If not, I'm calling your name. No? Okay, then as far as I remember, some of you guys were actually presenting this paper too last week, right? So it's time to refresh your memory. So let's see, Sabana. Sabana,
Yes, Professor.
hi. Can you, well, you actually do this paper as well, right? So
Yes.
if you can remember, do you want to ask one questions to Zion and, as to your thoughts, or do you want to make some comments or ask him a questions?
Um, um, like, I'm curious about which sector do you think like will use AI more in the future besides construction and IT?
Okay, so her question is besides the construction and IT, which are very high, right? So what
Yeah.
do you think in your opinion? That's a good question, Savannah.
Hmm. Construction, construction and IT.
Yeah.
Uh,
Any others that can be used?
I think
Uh,
in
mm-hmm.
line production, like a small component product,
Oh,
manufacturing.
okay.
Yes, it's
Yes,
also
good.
very complex. Yes,
I think so too. Manufacturing, right?
yes.